Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is the Lorraine 155mm50. It's the Tier 7 French SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Murovanka, and this one is under the command of Gucci72. Okay, game on. Well, this is a much more recent replay than some of the ones we've been handling for Gucci. Some of those were over 2 years old. This one is very recent. Yep, he sent it in and I thought, well, we could probably squeeze it in with the rest of the ones we were doing for him. The Lorraine 155mm50, designed in 1950, is based on the 40-ton tank design. The Lorraine 40-ton. And never got put into production, I'm afraid. They, because they decided not to build the Lorraine 40-ton, they actually didn't manufacture the Arty. Got a pair of light tanks squaring off against each other there in the centre. Okay, we've got T-43 coming into the dip. He stopped to take pot shots at the setter. In fact, a lot of tanks actually did that. They've all wandered over to near to the setter. The setter might be in danger. Gucci's going after that Patriot. I think he's left a bit late, so he's changing target again to a T-28 HTC. It's the only one that we can clearly see. And there's a 112, but is he going after the Emil? It's a little too far back to actually be involved and engaged in the battle, but he can get a clear shot on him. And he gets a direct hit. Now this Arty, which is 155mm in caliber, has got alpha damage of 700 and a burst radius of 8 meters. Penetrates 40mm of armor. Ooh, somebody just got a big hit on all three of our tanks together. Now the enemy team Arty is a GW Panther, and that was a nice near miss on the T-29. Most of these guys are actually hiding behind cover. The only exception is that T-29 and the Emil. Oh, there we go. We lost the AMX 15100, and that was to the GW Panther as well. We fire around at the Leo, splash him for 171. So one of the enemy Arties is actually, or there is only one enemy Arty, is actually quite good. We're having a quick brief look to see if we can see the tracer. You might be a little too far away to actually see the tracer there, Gucci. You need to see it fairly close, and look at these two. These two interlopers have decided to sneak up on our guys, come around straight down the centre. He lines up on the IS-3, gets a direct hit for 172, and that guy's taken even more damage. Our FE201 is now seeing about his teammates, and there goes the IS-3. That T-43 is seen to. Meanwhile, back up at the centre, yeah, we appear to have lost a few tanks up there. An IS-3 and a T-43. Oh, those are the enemy guys, sorry. We lost a couple of other guys. We've just lost our KV-3 as well in the centre. See those wrecks there? Unfortunately, those were ours. I'll say they were. They're now smoking wrecks. Okay, so the enemy has done well in that part of the map, and they're now trying to come around the corner. But we do have a couple of tanks holding them off, a Comet and a Panther. There's that Emil, turn up, rounds out on him. Direct hit for 302, good hit. Say now the priority seems to be that 112, the Emil and the Patriot, the T-26E5. That Leo's a one-shot. Our guys have realised what's going on, and they're coming round behind the enemy using the centre gap. Gucci's loaded, lining up a shot on the Leo. Rounds out. No, didn't get it right. He didn't anticipate the Leo would come forward, and the shell went well behind him. That T-28 is pushing. Gucci's going to have to relocate. They're getting close. If he doesn't move now, he won't be able to move because they will shoot him the moment they see him. Plus, of course, he's got to think about what that GW Panther will do if he gets sight of him. After all, that guy already has 2 kills. Just needs to get a little distance away. Now our teammate behind us has got wiped out. So there's nothing between us and the enemy now, the 112. Just needs to get far enough away that he can bring shells down on the enemy once they've been spotted. One of the good things about the Lorraine is it is quite quick. You can see he's motoring along at 60 kilometers an hour, and that's fast for an Arty. There's only a couple of Artys quicker than this one, and those are the Batchats and the FV304. Okay, next target, the 112's in sight. He's hiding behind the house. Gucci's going to dial in as he usually does. Off target. Moves the cursor over the target and rounds out. Nice bit of splash. 213. The enemy Leo's headed north. That 112, if he stays where he is going to die behind the house. The Leo already died just then. We've got a numerical superiority on the enemy now. Our IS-22 is going in. And yes, he is a Unicum. Rounds out in the 112. And direct hit this time. The 112's, because double tapped. The IS-2 hit him and then the Scorpion did directly afterwards. And that means now there is only 4 enemies left and they're facing 6 on our team. Now they have a Scorpion G, an EBR Hotchkiss, a GW Panther and an AT-15. Well, the AT-15 is very slow, but we think he's on the east side of the map. The Hotchkiss is a fast mover though, very difficult to pin those guys down, but Gucci can probably wound them. Rounds out. Bit too late, the guy was moving very quickly. He's only got 5 hit points left though, which kind of means that if he does get a shell near them, near that EBR, he's going to expire. Gucci's having a quick look for counter battery. I think he's just too far away to see the tracer, to be honest. You do need to be fairly close to actually see the tracer emanate from the target. Okay, one of the Arty's been spotted, the AT-15 down by the lakeside. Yeah, they're indicating he's in the bushes, but he's actually over the other side, and he's just been found by one of our teammates. We're dialing in. Rounds out. Should be on target. He pulls away, but no. But the AT-15 kills our Scorpion G, but the GW has gone down. Now on the AT-15. Only 2 left. The EBR, who's just north of us in the Magic Forest, or skirting around. He's trying to kill the Oho. Line it up, work out where he's going. Oh, this is difficult because you have to anticipate where they're going. He fires around him. Unfortunately on this occasion he missed. Now he really needs to reload quickly, but the EBR doesn't know where he is precisely. If he does come towards us, then this is where the splash of a 155mm gun will see to the EBR. He is just a short distance away. We're loaded. We were spotted, but there's no Arty to kill us at the moment. And the Scorpion G makes short work of that EBR, but gets killed himself by the AT-15. That is the last enemy alive now. Gucci's loaded, dialed in, just waiting for sighting. I do have a video coming up soon actually, which will actually explain counter battery in a much better way. I actually fought a battle just yesterday, funnily enough, in a counter battery mode and killed all of the enemy Arty. Rounds out in the AT-15. Direct hit. 62 hit points, heavy armor on that thing. The T-69 is taking a bit of a pasting. Get away from the pointy end, go round the back of him, that's it. Then he's isolated and you just track him and he dies. Okay, they've got him now. Rounds out. Well, it tracked the AT-15, it stunned our T-69 teammate, but Now all he needs to do is keep firing rounds into the rear of the AT-15 until he's dead. And it's done. And a good result there. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats and see where everyone came. It's an Ace Tanker for Gucci 72 in the Lorraine 155mm50. He managed to get a bruiser medal for that one from 10 critical hits. He only needed 5. He also got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else. He didn't get any kills at all, but he did touch a lot of the enemy. Let's have a look at the team score. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the Patriot on the enemy team. 3,324 hit points of damage to him. 3,010 went to the IS-22. And the next high score after that was the AT-15 on our team with 2,944. Gucci got 1,757 from that game. When it came to kills, it was the AT-15 on our team who managed to get 6 kills. He got a Top Gun. In fact, he actually ended up with a Hand of God, a steel wall and a Top Gun out of that one, so he must have been receiving a lot of shells from the enemy but survived the game. 5 kills went to the Scorpion, who didn't survive. He got taken out by the AT-15, and 3 kills went to the IS-22, the GW Panther on the enemy team. Must have been a good Arty player, that guy. 3 kills to the Leo, and then we've got the 2 kills, 1 for the Hotchkiss. Gucci, no kills at all, I'm afraid, but he did get the highest base XP. Yes, tier 7. He was firing against higher tier opponents, and that's why he accumulated such a high base XP on this one. 1,203 to Gucci, 1,155 to the AT-15, and 1,067 to the IS-22. Gucci fired 14 rounds, got 5 direct hits, no penetration, 11 splash. Damage of 1,757 hit points, all of it at more... No, all of it, sorry, no, 1,585 of it from more than 300 meters. So those other guys, when he was over the west side of the map, they must have got really close when he was still hitting them. 7 enemy vehicles damaged, no kills, but 2,914 hit points of stun assist off 10 stuns, and I think that's probably what earned him the Ace Tanker in the end. On a free-to-play account, he earned 39,806 credits, and after resupply of ammunition, took away 25,806 credits. He received 1,203 base XP, got ×2 for the first victory, took away 2,406 experience points altogether. So, pretty good game there from Gucci. This one took place on the 9th of July. It's currently the 11th, I think it is. Yes, I'm terrible on the dates. I think it's the 11th, yes, at the moment. So, a very good game by Gucci, only a few days ago. And he's fully up to date now. There's no replays waiting for him at all. But we will be moving on to some more replays very shortly. So do stick around and we'll see who comes up next. Thanks for watching.